Hey there, folks. It is Rob, and welcome back to a brand new review. If you haven't seen my very first movie review on my channel, In a Violent Nature, go check it out. I'm going to talk about a movie today that I didn't see until it came out on DVD. I didn't get a chance to see it in the theaters, so I was late to the party on this movie, but I kept hearing negative things about it. Nothing but negative. It sucks. This and that. So I was curious. The trailer really didn't do anything for me, but I gave it a shot. And guess what? I really like this movie. And it is M. Night Shyamalan's Trap. That's right. It's a 2024 American psychological thriller. Written, produced, and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. You got Josh Hartnett. You have M. Night's daughter, Salika, Haley Mills, Allison Pill. And it follows a serial killer named Cooper, played by Josh Hartnett, as he attempts to evade the police at a concert. Now, it's a very, very simple story, a very simple premise. It was shot in Canada in late 2023, and it premiered in New York City on July 24th, 2024. Now, as I was saying, this movie got negative reactions, and I really do not get it. I don't get it. I've seen this movie probably 4 or 5 times now, and every single time I watch it, I like it even more. The acting in this film is kind of M. Night acting, I guess, which is not bad. I guess it depends on what kind of movie you're watching. If you're watching, The Happening, versus watching, I don't know, The Sixth Sense. It depends on the tone, I guess, or what kind of movie you're watching. But Trap, the acting was really good, I think. A lot of people were complaining about Salika, who plays Lady Raven, saying that she's wooden and they only concentrate on her singing. I'm thinking to myself, she's a pop star. She's a singer. That's what she's supposed to do. She did her job on stage at a concert. That's her role in this movie. She has a more pivotal role later on. Actually, she's got big balls. Let me just tell you that. She's got balls for what she did. Okay? I'm not going to give away the ending or anything like that, but let me just say she makes the turning point in this movie. But still, her role is to go up on stage and sing and entertain at a concert. That is her role. So when people say, oh, they just focused on her and her singing, I'm like, what? They're at a concert. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I don't know. I don't get some of the criticisms here. The runtime of this movie is 105 minutes at a budget of like $30 million, and it made $83.6 million at the box office. But again, people were just complaining about the performances as well as even the twist, which the twist, in my opinion, is not as strong as some of the other twists M. Night has done in his other movies. Like, okay, it's not a twist that beats Sixth Sense. It's not a twist that beats Split. Hell, it's not even a twist that beats The Visit. But it's still there and it still works. But you have Josh Hartnett, who seems like a really good father. He's with his daughter. He takes his daughter to the concert. They got really close seats, basically on the floor, to go see Lady Raven. and she's this really popular singer. All the, the girls love her. They're screaming their heads off. And, he's taking her, just being a good father. And he goes into the bathroom, opens up his phone, and there's this guy who is held captive. So he is it's like he has two lives. He's a serial killer, and then he's a family man. He tries to keep both of them separate, which he explains in the third act of this movie. The thing he doesn't realize is that this whole concert is a trap just to catch him. Even though the police and everyone, like the FBI, they don't really know what he looks like. They have little, intel, I guess, about him, but they don't know what he looks like. So there's this huge police presence at the concert with SWAT and just 100 and probably 1,000 guards and policemen there. And they're searching, everyone's seats, and they're blocking the entrances and the exits. They're everywhere. So Cooper finds out that the police are there to catch the butcher. And that's what people call him as a serial killer name, the butcher. So they're there to catch him because they know he's there at the concert. And I'm sitting there thinking okay, they don't know what he looks like, but yet they know he's at the concert. I think the FBI woman said there's 3,000 males there or something. They're going to interview all 3,000 of them. No one's getting out. So I'm thinking, how they don't know what he looks like, but how do they know he's going to attend? Or how do they know that he bought a ticket and he's there at the concert? Well, they explain that in the third act, which I will not spoil. But this movie kind of, I don't know, it's kind of suspenseful in a way, because even though Cooper is a serial killer, it's you feel for him he's trying to escape the whole time. He's coming up with excuses with his daughter. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go do this. I got to do that. And his daughter's like, why are you acting weird, Dad? He's basically scoping out the concert. He's scoping out areas, the rooftop, the exits, the back rooms of the t-shirt place, the employee lounge, the restaurant. He's scoping out all these areas to try to figure out if there's a way to get out without running into the police. I mean, you can just get up and leave if you want to, but you're going to have to talk or go through an inspection before you leave with the police, and he doesn't want to do that. Even though I think if he went through an inspection, I think he would get out of it. Because this movie, he seems to find himself in situations where, he finds himself in a bad situation, but he seems to get out of it. And he's really smart. I mean, he's smart about what he does. I will say a big thing that I like about this movie is the concert setting. I've been to a lot of concerts in my life, and it just feels like I'm there at a concert. They really make you feel like you're there. M. Night's daughter performs on stage as a singer, and I like some of her music. Some of the songs they play in this movie they're actually pretty good. And, she's on stage performing. They're in the crowd dancing and screaming and holding up their phones and recording with the glow sticks and all that stuff. They got t-shirt vendors on the outside. You can go get a t-shirt. Just all that stuff is like a real concert venue, and I felt like that itself was kind of a character. It was really cool to see Josh Hartnett go in different parts of the concert arena. Like I said, the back room, the storage room, the roof. He tries to figure out ways to get out. All in all, Josh Hartnett plays a really good serial killer. I mean, he plays a really good character. It was so nice to see him. My favorite movie with him is 30 Days of Night, the vampire movie, my favorite vampire movie. That movie is just so excellent, and he is excellent in it. But, we know him from The Faculty, of course, and Halloween H2O. Mom, I'm not responsible for you! Michael Myers is dead! Anyway, at least his hair looks better now. Now that he's older, his hair, no one can tell him to get a haircut. He had that same hairdo a lot. But I like his acting, and the daughter was really great, and I did not mind M. Night's daughter in this movie. I just don't. I just don't get it. She like I said, she played a pivotal role, and she did her job as a singer on stage. And they cut to her, and then they cut to Josh Hartnett, or Cooper, I should say. Then they cut, to her singing, and then the daughter. It's like, whoops. I think there is a lot of screen time for everyone. So they didn't just focus on her. I don't know what people are talking about. So, like I said, the twist is not as strong, but it's there. But I really like this film, guys. I really do. I think it's only getting like a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb, which is criminally low. I would give this movie at least an 8 out of 10. I think it deserves it. Is it the best M. Night Shyamalan film? No. It would be in my top 10, yes. But it's not the worst, guys. It is not there are people that saying that it's the worst he's done. It is not the worst. I prefer this movie over The Last Airbender. I prefer this movie over After Earth. I prefer this over The Village, over Lady in the Water. Come on. This is not the worst he's done. So it's just really a shame that I see people just really bashing this film. It's a lot of fun. This movie is, man. It is. It's totally just fun. It's a good time. So anyway, guys, that is my review of Trap. Like I said, I didn't want to spoil anything, but if you haven't seen it, please check it out. Don't listen to the hate. Don't listen to it. Just watch it for yourself. Come up with your own, opinion about it, and just give it a shot. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll be back with more reviews, and I also wanted to say that I'm going to do something special for October. For the 31 Days of Horror and or 31 Days of Halloween or whatever it is. I got something special planned. So I will make an announcement for that coming up soon. And stay tuned for more videos. This is Rob signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.